Well, hello there. Welcome to True Colors on the Space Coast, season 5. This is weird that it's full screen. Now, I'm your host, one of your hosts at least. My name is David Jones. I'm the CEO of Diversity of Thought, and normally I have Catherine Esrock with me from Brevard Cultural Alliance. But Catherine is on vacation, and she said, "Hey, you know what? I can take a break from vacation." In which we said, "Absolutely not. We will find a co-host." And we searched near and far, and we have an amazing co-host that's going to join us today. You may have remember from seeing her from last season's True Color on the Space Coast. She is an actress, she's a singer, she is a talent extraordinaire. So joining us today to co-host with us is Miss Destiny Bryant. Hello, Destiny.
Hello, thank you for having me.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, so happy that you're joining us today. So really appreciate you taking the time and joining us on True Colors again for the second time.
I'm back and better.
There you go. I like it. And so now the next time you come on, it's going to be about telling us about some type of show or something, right? Because we need you to be.
Yes, 100%.
Okay. All right. Let's go. I like it. Well, I tell you what, maybe this next person who we're going to interview can help with that. I'm so excited. We have I met this gentleman a little while back, and what he's bringing here to the Space Coast is absolutely phenomenal. So let's all give it up. I wish I had the laugh like the applaud track. I bought this thing, but it doesn't work yet. But we're gonna give it up, Destiny, you and I, and we'll have clap for everybody who's watching.
Okay.
For Mr. Mark Spade Smith. How you doing, sir?
Doing fantastic, guys. How are you all?
Hey.
I can hear your hand claps. I can hear them. They sound wonderful.
Oh, Mark is the president of HDMI Studios, which is based out of Los Angeles, California. Mark is an actor, a storyteller, because he's a writer, a producer, and a filmmaker. He is the whole shebang. Thank you for joining us here on True Colors on the Space Coast. And before we continue, if you're watching, please make sure you say hello in the chat. Let us know that you're watching live on either Facebook or YouTube. We're here. And then if you have any questions for Mr. Smith, by all means, make sure you throw them in the chat, and we may actually be able to pull your questions up onto the screen. So hi, Talia. I see you're watching. We appreciate you. Hi, Andrea. You're watching. We appreciate you.
Hi, Talia. Hi, Andrea.
There we go. And so, yeah, we're going to get into, look at there. See, and then voila, you see, you put your stuff in the chat, it shows up. We bring you in, be a part of the process. So, Mark, first, before we get into everything in the project and what brought you here, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself, brother? Where are you from?
First of all, so glad to be with you guys. I'm excited. I feel like I'm going to be a part-time Melbourneite. Is that the correct phrase? But I am originally from Chicago, Illinois, and our studio, HGMI Studios, is based out of Los Angeles. So I'm between Chicago and LA all the time. When it snows in Chicago, I'm trying to get as far away from it as it can. But I've been in Melbourne about 20 times since the top of the year. It's like I'm running for office, you know what I'm saying? But, thank God that's not the case. But yeah, I'm from Chicago and LA, man. So I'm glad to be here with you guys, and ask me anything, whatever you want to know. I'm ready. I'm ready to talk about it.
All right. What are the winning lotto numbers?
34, 17, 28, 19. Powerball 8.
Okay. I hope everybody. Destiny, did you get that?
I did.
If
Powerball.
it hits, donate to the film production. That's all I got. Donate to the film.
We are going to ask you some questions. And Destiny, I think you have the first question.
Yeah. So when exactly did you get into film and television?
Great question. It feels like it's always been a part of my life, but in particular, as a young kid, I was kind of a child prodigy. I could memorize, page of type notes in 30 minutes, literally. My first speech was given in 1981. I was 9 years old at the Congress Hotel in front of 5,000 people. I remember that speech to this day, word for word. I can't make it up. But just from there, my parents didn't realize what kind of the gift I had. Maybe it's glad that they didn't. But when I was in high school and college, got involved in theater. After that, was really, really a part of just. I believe theater is where you learn how to act. Real actors to me are grounded in theater. It's the way TV is wonderful, film is wonderful, but theater makes the actor present as honest as you can if you're going to get across that concept. So did that, and then got into film and television. Just I've been on a few shows here and there. But now we are stepping behind the camera. This is actually the second or third thing that we've actually produced, but stepping behind the camera at this scale to bring this epic major motion picture to Brevard County, filmed right in Brevard County in 2027. So, man, it's been my world, and I'm really, really excited about what we get to do there with you guys.
All right. Well, wait. We got to talk about this because you are bringing a major motion picture here to Brevard County to film in Brevard County about Brevard County. But we're gonna come back to that. You skated by something. I'm gonna go back and remember, just as a heads up, if you're watching or if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, one, make sure you say hello, what's up in the chat, and then two, if you have any questions for Mark here or for Destiny or for myself, make sure you put them up there in the chat as well. You skated by something because you said, you did a little acting here and there, brother. You've been in Chicago P.D, Chicago Fire, Black Lightning. Like you like it's not like you were in some small productions. You've been in some pretty heavy hitters. So
I appreciate that.
Hey, it's just I'm just naming the stuff that's on your the IMDb page. So it shows a range of experiences from producing to acting to directing. What do you love most about working in the industry?
I tell you, I absolutely adore what I call the beloved community of Hollywood. That's what I call it. What I like most about it is a creative playhouse. If you know how to represent with integrity and with intention, you can accomplish the goal that you have if you have the relationships that matter. And I like the relationship building in it. Being on set is fun. Acting is fun. Learning lines is fun. It's work. But behind all of it is you have the relationships that you are able to safely trade, intention. So they may want something and then you want something. The key is, do you have what somebody wants in this industry? Do you have that? And if you don't, you can't blame anyone or even yourself, but most of us do. So to be able to really, and we've been blessed, man. I mean, there are several things I can't talk about, which when I'll come back on in the future and we'll be like, oh, that was it. So you guys are my local one-stop shop. But there are several things that we are in process of now, from sale to production to distribution, that are so amazing. But it's because I have been blessed with the relationships at the highest level of our industry that matter. And if I didn't know the people I know and they didn't know me, I'd just be another talented guy. It's like a leader with no followers, just a man taking a walk. A creative with no connection is a creative that doesn't have any relationships that matter. So what I like most about Hollywood, about this industry, I shouldn't say Hollywood, the industry of acting and creativity, is, man, just what it means to have good relationships. That from a business standpoint, you better know how to trade, baby. You better know your business. If you know your business, seriously, if you know your business, you can do whatever's in your heart if it's real. But you better know what you're ready for. So I like that. I like that. I like that this industry rewards you if you are ready. It makes you wait, but if you are ready, it will reward you. A lot of us be talking, we talk about stuff, and I'm gonna do so and so. You be talking, you ain't do it, because when the opportunity comes, you don't have time to go say, I'll be right back. Mr. Train, good play. It's over with. So this industry rewards people if you are ready. and relationships are everything. And I love it. That's me all day long.
So, one, I want to say, Dorian says, does he need volunteers and how can I help and get involved? Dorian, we're actually going to talk about that a little bit later, but we definitely make sure we need to make that introduction. Mark, Dorian is been seen on BET. He is another local talent here. One of the best impressionists you're ever going to see.
Really?
I used to say this like it's not as relevant now because it's been like maybe 2 years, but it cracked me up because he does a perfect Chris Rock and Will Smith.
That's a hard impression right there, bro.
And so I'm always like, he can slap himself.
That's good. Putting that in the script. That's good.
But yeah, like you, definitely to make sure that I'll get you access to his page. You got to check him out. When I say this brother is talented, he is absolutely talented.
And we can definitely use some volunteers in different ways. We're gonna be set up in Brevard for a minute. You know, we're not here to be here forever, but we're here to be here. You know, the next two and a half years, you're gonna see a lot of us because, man, we about to shine the light on and in Brevard. Come on, Bernie Mac.
And he does an amazing Bernie Mac.
I'm about to see myself.
Destiny, I think you have the next question.
All right. So, is there a moment in your career, either a challenge or a breakthrough, that really shaped the kind of filmmaker you are today?
It's a great question. You know, I will tell you, there was a moment, and it was a recent moment. So, as a writer and a creator, you know, an actor's life is great, but you know, it's still work. But as a writer, you know, you get these shots of inspiration, and if you are so lucky to get them when they matter, the point is where you listen. And so this is probably about 3 years ago. I was getting ready to do, we had just done Oedipus Rex, which we won a Tony for. And we were getting ready to gear up for the Gospel like Colonus, which is Sophocles' Greek tragedy turned into a Greek text, but the music of the text uses the inference of gospel music. It's a brilliant concept and it works. So we're going to do that in Chicago and then at the Getty, and then COVID hit. And so for 2 years, I was writing, you know, I was writing stuff. I was flooded with inspiration like no one's business. And I had these moments, you know, there'll be days I would write. I can't make it. I would write until I heard the birds chirping the next morning. I am a creative, and I'm a massive creative. And I write at the speed of almost thought, just who I am. I'm not better than nobody, but this is what I do. And I remember having the sensation of, what are you doing? You sitting here, you just writing, you ain't doing nothing. What are you doing? And I was so tempted to feel like, okay, you know, not right now. Don't do it right now. It's fine. Just, you know, you're thinking too hard. You're thinking too much. Just relax. But I continued to pursue. And I heard a voice say to me, you're going to meet someone in Los Angeles in a couple of years, and you're going to have to show them something. Now, that was just my impetus. And so for months, when I say months of writing, I can't make it up. I probably wrote 10 to 12 hours a day for months. And I'm a single man. I don't think I'm ugly. And I was inside. And I was living in Atlanta at the time. And I was inside in Atlanta. I know I'm special. Come on here. All right. So I did that for almost 2 years. Long story short, after the pandemic ended, our troupe did the Gospel at Colonus in Chicago for 37 shows, great reviews. Went to the Getty Villa in Malibu, California. We're 50 days at the Getty. Did a great show, packed house, amphitheater. Oh, it was great, brilliant. One night, a man was outside to see the cast. You know, and I never go out because I'm not from LA. At the time, I wasn't, and I never went outside. I went out one day and I met him. He said, "Man, I would like to have lunch with you." His older brother went out. We had lunch. He asked me what I did, and I pulled up the things I've been working on the last 2 or 3 years. This man sitting in that meeting said to me, "You got to meet somebody." And that relationship, that lunch meeting, turned into our studio having a relationship with a $3 billion agency here in the United States that represents and that builds our stuff out with us. And so that moment, I remember thinking to myself, what if I would have gave in to the stupid and just let negativity and what I didn't know stop me? I remember feeling like, boy, you better listen every time you get inspired. You better do what you hear, because that's literally what, if I wasn't in that shoe to be in that place to get that relationship, I wouldn't even be talking to you all now, because I'm talking to you all now with the backing of some major, our studio has, man, we are blessed. So that moment would make me go, I'm never going to follow the voice of negativity just because I don't see what the outcome is in the moment. That was the moment. Never forget it. Never forget it going. Yeah. So
I think you struck a nerve too once you said a Tony, because Miss Bryant here is she loves the stage.
come on.
She loves theater.
Come on.
She to big her up, won all the awards as a thespian, all the highest ranked awards that you could. So as soon as you said that, I saw her. What I was like, oh, there it is, just like
theater is the way, baby. I am a fan of it. You know, I was trained at Steppenwolf School in Chicago, one of the greatest theater schools in the industry. And you know, I love theater. It's a lot of work, and that's why when I do it, you have to pay me for it. I'll do it, but you know, help me feel better about my life. But it is the place. If you like theater, man, learn your craft. Give yourself to that space. Theater is everything. I'm a big fan of it. And one day soon, you'll really know why. You'll be like, oh, that's why you said that, because, yeah. So, I'm not saying nothing. I got people to watch.
So you did bring up, you are bringing a major motion picture here to the Space Coast. I want to talk about Crane Creek. So what drew you to this story, and then why do you want to tell it now?
You know, about 2 years ago, we were introduced to the research of Dr. Terry Jones, who's a native of Brevard County. And, you know, in our industry, everyone talks, and that's fine. But we have to be able to tell stories at a real good budget that has real good connections. It's all about distribution, not all about, but it's about making sure that they, you know, film is not done just because we like it. It's a business. But when we found out about her story, we had to really vet it. And we vetted her research for about 1.5 years. At the end of last year, we were made aware. We connected with her personally. And, you know, we just said, hey, you know, your research is the real thing. It's the first, one of the only recorded stories that really details what was little known about it. And I'm going to tell you right now, if it were not for the research of Dr. Terry Jones at Mecca, we would not even be having this conversation. At the end of last year, we had to commit to a slate of films to pursue funding for. And Crane Creek was up against another comedy that I wrote, which is called Bruno, which is a great comedy. You'll see it one day. And I remember sitting in that meeting in Los Angeles and being like, guys, the fact that we have an opportunity to tell a real, true, untold story about the buried past of Melbourne, how these 3 young emancipated slaves, 3 Black boys in their 20s, late 20s, after slavery, after the Civil War, how the government gives them machetes and says, whatever land you can clear, you can own, because the white settlers couldn't come at that time because the Indians were killing them and beheading them. So naturally, the closest skin color to them were Black people. And so imagine these 3 young men coming to Melbourne, or coming to what is now Melbourne, with machetes in hand in the swamps, with mosquitoes the size of my fist in real life snakes, and clearing it out with their families to build the foundation. They had to work with the Indians. They had to work with the white settlers who came later. That story, I was like, fellas. And by the time I got done with that meeting, you know, everyone, you know, a couple folks had tears in their eyes. I was just glad we made the deal, because I was like, we need to tell this story. And it's not a Black story. It's not a slavery story. It's not a rich versus poor story. It is an American story that is real and true. And the history of it is rich. Imagine if anyone watching remembers the film Glory with Denzel Washington and Morgan Freeman. Think Glory in the swamplands of Florida. Man, come on here. A love story, a passion, war, grounded. If I had released, I would tell you some of the actor names, if we consider some of the director names, we'll get there. So to tell that story and to have access to the historian who created the research that our screenplay is based upon was what got us here. And now that we're here for the next 1.5 years, man, we're going to be on the ground there in Melbourne, different events, helping the community to understand what this film is, to understand the potential of what a $7 million film will really mean to Brevard County. David, we had many conversations to do this film at a soundstage in LA, or at some sound stages out in, I won't even go there, or even in Miami. Okay. It was like, no, man, if we're going to do this, why not do it on the sacred ground of Melbourne? So that's why we're here, man. That's why we're, people are hearing about us. Well, who are these folks? And I know we're new, but listen, this is not our story. This is Melbourne's story. This is an American story that will bring a positive national spotlight to this region. And we're just honored to do it. Thankful to Dr. Terry Jones that even put this thing together. So April 11th, I'm going to tell you right now, if you over 21, I need to put your dancing shoes on. We're going to celebrate this thing. Real talk at the Gleason.
You're getting ahead of ourselves because we got that coming up.
All right. I'm excited,
but
man.
I actually have a surprise for you.
Come on.
Well, you talked about this researcher extraordinaire, and she is she is a resident right here on the Space Coast. So I'm so happy to actually bring into the studio Dr. Terry Jones. What's up, Doc?
Hey, what's happening?
There she is. Terry,
how's everybody doing?
I was just singing your praises, child.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Burning from glory.
What do they say? It takes teamwork to make the dream work, right?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, absolutely.
One, Terry, thank you for joining us. Two, thank you so much for the research, the passion, the energy, every single thing that you've put behind this project, from the research from beforehand to working with HDMI Studios and Mr. Smith, to making sure that they're meeting the right folks and taking them all around the Space Coast. Man, we cannot thank you enough. I understand the impact of what happens when a major film production comes into an area, because I was blessed enough to see it happen in Atlanta a lot when it was first getting it off the ground there, and what that turned into, and the economic impact. And so Dr. Jones, it's not just that you're bringing a really cool story, and it is, as Mark said, an American story, but you're also bringing potential economic impact here into the Space Coast. So Doc, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your work, your hard work, your passion, and your energy that you continue to put behind this. As we like to say, you call me a brother from another mother, I call you sister from another mother. We both Jones. Jones is no relation.
We're not quite sure about that yet.
Not yet. We're
still doing research.
Right.
I'll get back to you on that one later.
Well, I was about to do 23andMe, and they just filed for bankruptcy. So.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do that
one. But I do want to say, we need everybody's help to get this story out, to get our community to April 11th, the cocktail reception. That's the big event that will be at Florida Tech at the Gleason Auditorium. And, if you can just use your social media to blast this information, even you, Miss Destiny, just help us get it to your friends, because we just don't want to tell it to people our age. We want it young and old. Yeah, we're going to need cast, crew, extras. We're going to need a lot of folks. And the only way they're going to know what's going on is they're going to come and hear what we're doing.
Yep.
So it's very important. As Mr. Smith said, it's going to be pure Hollywood style. You've never been to Oscar before, have you, young lady?
Nope, I cannot.
Okay.
Not yet.
You're going to get a taste of that on Friday night, April 11th at 6:30. When you come
she's not 21. She had to be watching. She had to be watching in her dreams, because we got at least say it on record that she can't come.
One day, man. One day.
Listen, we are fans of the saying, go big or go home.
Come on.
And Mr. Smith is not going home.
No.
By hearing, his chief of staff is not going home. Right. Dr. Terry Jones is not going home. Yeah, our only other option is to what? Go what?
Big.
Go big, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Dr. Jones. Come on here.
Smith, we got a couple more questions for you.
All right, sure.
Destiny, this one, you're up with this question.
Sure. So without giving too much away about Crane Creek, what are the themes at heart of the movie?
The film, like I said before, and it's based on Dr. Jones's research, and her research is thorough, and as an historian, it has markers and all that, and that matter to the timeline. Our film is based on true story and true events, and so it follows it's about resilience. It's about allowing us to see the life of post Civil War Florida and what it takes to make it against all odds, to be in love, to be at war, within yourself, to be at war with the elements around you. Resilience and passion and legacy are really what drive this film. That's what I would say. Resilience, passion, and legacy.
Very cool. Very cool.
That'd be the quickest answer. But it's a love story. It is.
It's about family.
It's about family. Let me be very clear. This is not a documentary. This is not a cookie cutter, cutesy dootsy film. This is a major epic film that we are producing at the highest level of Hollywood standards. And so it is about danger, and it is about love, and it is about the passions of what happens when a community has to build themselves up from nothing. This film and the plot line will take your breath away. I'm so excited to say that on April 11th, the night of the reception, one of the features of that night inside of the Gleason Auditorium Theater is that we are going to show a filmed reading from the screenplay, actors reading from the screenplay directly for the first time. We've never done that before. We feel like we want to give that to Brevard County as a taste. And I'm telling you, our team is putting together just that entire process, the track behind it, the emotion. Like, you're going to literally experience what it's going to be to set foot in a moment of this film and hear actors read from the screenplay, hear the emotion, hear the music, hear the sound effects. This story, I'm a little biased, and if I'm wrong, pray for me. But I want to get an Oscar nod out of this in 2028, 29. I mean, like Dr. Terry said, either go big or go home, and we're not going home. I'm trying to get a house in Brevard County probably one day. That's how I would honestly answer that question. What is
I like that a lot.
So that's what we're going, and that's what it's about. April 11th. If you grown and you got some kids, get a babysitter. Cocktail attire, kind of Hollywood posh. At Gleason is going to be a dope environment. Cocktails, live music, talking about pre-production insights, talking about opening up opportunities for people to get involved. It's going to be a night to remember. And all this is for us. Somebody said, are you trying to raise money for the film? We are not here trying to raise money to produce this film. This is pre-production. We are here to make sure that Brevard County and the people that matter and the folks that want to matter know what this story is about. Of course, the research is the foundation of it, but then the film takes on the life of its own. Now, I will say this, we won't go into production until 2027. So in that time period, we're going to be doing things here on the ground, led by Dr. Terry, like a headstone for one of the founders that's buried that doesn't have a headstone.
Don't tell everything.
Come on.
Don't tell everything.
I won't tell everything. But guess what?
No,
when you come on the 11th, you'll hear it all.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. So because I'm going to make sure, excuse me, I'm going to make sure that we don't run out of time, and then I can catch my breath here. One, Mark, we talked about this, and I love what you're bringing to the table as far as what this film is going to be. And I've had conversations with individuals about it and said, hey, you got to understand, like, think about when you go to the theater and you watch something that was really amazing, and then you find out it was based on a true story, and you're like, oh, that's really cool, because not only was I entertained, but man, this actually happened. That's the type of experience that they're going to get when they watch this film. And then two, you've brought it up, Terry, you've brought it up. I'm going to bring it back up. If you really genuinely want to know more about this, not only can you learn more about this, but you can come and party at the same time. And who doesn't like to party? Number one. And then two, if you genuinely saying, not only do I want to know about it, but I want to be a part of it, this is where that begins. And so, first of all, shout out to Kristen Warren, who just jumped in. Hello, I see you jumped in as well. So it's good to see you. Thank you for watching. Hey, so Dorian, you asked a question of like, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Dorian, you can actually come out here Friday night, April the 11th. You get to learn more about what's happening with the film, learn more about how to get involved. You get to meet some amazing individuals from not only here locally, but from Los Angeles as well that are coming here to experience the Space Coast firsthand. So make sure not only do you bring yourself, but you got to tell everybody, because we got to show up and we got to show out. If we're flying these folks, they're flying all the way from LA to come learn about us. We should really put on an extra special showing just for them. You'll be able to see this flyer on the BCA webpage, on my Facebook and YouTube page, on my Facebook page, on Dr. Terry Jones. I don't know if you've got Facebook, but I'm just going to act like you do and say it's going to be on there. I know that some of the chambers have posted it. And there's also now a Crane Creek Facebook page as well.
Crane Creek Film,
if you could tell me, what's the name of that Facebook page?
Crane Creek Film. It's on Facebook right now. It just got published a couple of days ago. Our team's been working behind the scenes for that. I just saw them put up some imagery. I was like, man, I'm kind of jealous because we can't put that up until the 11th, but they're doing it, and that they're doing their job. But Crane Creek Film on Facebook, it's right there. This is real, friends. And I what I will say and echo what David said is, April 11th, I want to meet you. I want to meet you, sisters, brothers, whether you are, corporate or blue collar, whether you are from Washington, whether you are from Titusville or Palm Bay, or let me get it, or Palm Bay or West Melbourne or anywhere in Brevard County. Of course, I'm learning all the spaces. I'm learning them all. I want you guys, Coco. Come on, Coco. Mayor Mike Blake, that's my brother, Coco. If you're around this film, I will tell you, I will give you one small, real quick nugget. In the film, Balin Allen is Geechee. Get ready. Yeah, I'm telling you right now. Oh, Balin, man, this Geechee, man. Y'all, I'm gonna see you on the 11th. I want to, if you come, have a cocktail with us, learn what's going on. We'll dance a little bit. We'll cut through. It's gonna be a DJ, live music. You're gonna learn a lot. Come looking good. Now put on your best. Don't get dressed for church. It's a cocktail reception. So put on your cocktail dress, put on your cocktail suit, come have a good time. And we really want to earn this community's investment and our commitment to be right here for the next 2 years. And we're going to produce.
I saw a shout out from Nicole. Hey, Nicole.
Yeah, I want to say what's amazing is we have some amazing actors that are joining us right now that are coming in. So Nicole Savage was one of the most brilliant performers that I have seen. They did The Color Purple here at the Henniker Center. And Mark, when I'm telling you, she plays Suge. She played Suge. Like,
now, let me tell you why you shouldn't play. In my theater days, I was Harpo on The Color Purple.
Uh-oh.
I was Jimmy Early and Dreamgirls. Don't play. This is what I do. Don't play. Come on. Well, sister,
Leroy Darby is another amazing actor. Leroy, how you doing?
What's up, King?
And so as you can see, there's excitement that is around this. Okay, so Dorian, is another actor here.
Yeah. David, we want to emphasize, we want the public to come to the evening event, the honor breakfast, 8 a.m. honor breakfast. That's for certain VIPs that we have on a list. They've already been pre-designated and invited personally. So that's kind of a closed event, but the cocktail reception is open to the public. And that's where we're trying to get the majority of our attendance at the cocktail reception. Unless you got a personal call to come to the honor VIP breakfast, or you've got a personal email, then you know that we want you at the cocktail reception.
Now, if you know Steven Spielberg personally, you can come to the breakfast. You can come. But if you don't know him, I'm just very right.
I like it. And look at Victoria coming on here and hitting us with the boom for more info on Crane Creek Film. I like that. She was right on cue. All right. So, Mark, before we end this, I told you, man, we do a little fun thing that we do where we just throw some quick hitter questions out there, because it's not just about the project that you're bringing in, but it's about you yourself, because you are spending so much time with us. So I'm going to put a question up on the board. If you are watching, you can answer it as well, because we're going to move through these. Terry, you get 5 seconds, so you got to pick one of them, or you got to have an answer ready. So we're going to find out. Let's see here. And we're going to start with something easy, like, what is your favorite breakfast? And Destiny, go. What's your favorite breakfast?
Waffles.
Waffles. Dr. Terry Jones.
Waffles.
Uh-oh, look at that. Waffles.
Me?
Yes.
My favorite breakfast is grits, bacon, and eggs. The Southern
Grits.
live up north.
Grits, bacon, and eggs. All
Come
right.
on,
And
man.
I'm waiting to see in the comment when y'all start putting your stuff up there. All
Grits,
right, here we
bacon,
go.
eggs.
Early bird or night owl? Dr. Jones,
Night
you're an early
owl.
bird or night owl? You're a night. She
Night
said it
owl.
quick. She's night owl.
And Mark too. Mark's a night owl.
Mhm. I'm not a night owl. I'm both. I'm a vampire. Listen, I will be up until
Vampires got daylight. Vampires can't do daylight. So
I'm a special. I'm a Crane Creek vampire. I can do both.
okay. All right. We'll give you that.
So all right, here we go. Now this because you're in the film and television industry. So let's go. Romantic comedy or action movie?
Action.
Ooh, action.
Action.
Man, listen, you gotta have a romantic comedy. Who don't want love, baby? Who don't want love? Let's go.
You know, I like it both. I'm gonna go with action right now. And Miss Bryant Talia has said that she's a night owl.
Come on, Talia.
I would not have guessed that. And then Victoria said peach cobbler French toast. Ooh, let's go. That sounds amazing. That's what I want right now.
Come on, that's good.
And we got another romantic comedy. Okay,
on,
so let's try this right here.
Come on, we gotta join together over here.
Action.
Let's see here. Movie theater or stream at home?
Movie theater.
Movie
I'm a
theater.
fan of movie. We need everyone to go back to movie theaters again. Movie theater.
Yeah.
I do. I really enjoy the movie theater experience. I was a movie theater junkie, and so when it died down, that was hard for me. I do love the fact that we can stream some at home because not every movie has to be seen on the big screen.
For sure.
But there are some movies that genuinely need to be seen on the big screen. There's this one that's coming out called Crane Creek.
Come on, man. Come on.
All right, so I look at that movies all the way. Leroy said, "Man, I'm gonna stay at home and chill and watch me some streaming."
Come on.
I like it. All right, so here we go. All right, this is because I'm a nerd. I do run another show called Geeking Out on a Tuesday.
I love that.
Where we do geek out on Tuesdays sometimes. And so superpower, super strength or super speed?
Super speed.
Strength.
I got a strength, I got a speed. Mark, what you got?
Give me that.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna say give me the flash, man. Give me the super speed.
Yeah.
You can be as strong as you want, but you can't catch me.
Catch me. All right. Okay.
When I do, I'm gonna crush you. You ain't getting away.
What you got, Destiny? Are you a strength or speed, Destiny?
Oh, super speed all the way. You gotta catch me.
Really? Okay. I see what you're doing.
Look at that. Listen, you super strength people don't understand, man. Like you can be as strong as you want, but
this sounds like one of your workshops, David.
No matter how fast you are, you gotta go to sleep. You gotta be still. And when you get still, we're gonna hold you down, man.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Tom Hanks or Denzel Washington?
Man,
Denzel.
Hey, let me just say, Tom Hanks, Tom, if you're watching, I will work with you. Denzel, if you watch, I'll work with you. But Denzel, man, come on.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that was people like, come on, man. All right, here we go. Yeah. Keke Palmer or Taraji.
Taraji.
It's Keke Palmer all day, bro.
Taraji.
If somebody's watching and knows Keke Palmer, you tell Keke Palmer to call me. Because I will bring Keke Palmer as my look, David. I'm a single black man, but I will commit to bringing Keke Palmer as my date to the reception April 11th if somebody can connect the dots.
Okay, we got you, bro.
Come on, Talia. Come on, Keke. Yeah, see.
All right, here we go. MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe, or DC Cinematic Universe?
DCU.
Both are amazing.
Yeah, I can't answer because I have pending deals with both of them. So I'm going to say I love everybody, and we want you to watch both of them. That's all I can say.
Love that. That is a very I have contracts with both, and they're both great.
Listen, you ain't gonna have me. You was on the Bavard Arts Cultural podcast. No, I think you guys are both amazing.
This man was bringing his major motion picture here, and True Colors ruined it by.
Right. Oh, no. Yeah, those are both amazing people. Amazing.
All right. All right. I got what I think is the easy one, and then I got what I think is a hard one.
Okay.
All right. So this one, to me, this is easy.
I have no.
That's not easy.
Yeah,
it's not easy.
They not like us. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell
Drake or
you.
Kendrick was it easy? Kendrick, K-Doc, all the way.
I mean, you know, the lyrics. I mean, just if we're going to get into it, they're both very talented, but Kendrick is a lyricist who can put the perspective into your mind that you didn't know you needed to think about. All while you doing this. What? Come on, man.
I was just trying to understand what he was saying at the Super Bowl party. I didn't understand a word of that. No. But whatever.
You have to have listening ears, Terry.
All right.
We'll play them both at the reception.
All right. Okay.
All right, and then here we go. All right, so Alicia Keys or Whitney Houston?
Whitney.
Oh man.
Whitney Houston, man. All day
Whitney.
long.
It's got to be Whitney.
The greatest singer of all time. Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is so we did a at the Henniker Center here. They did the Bodyguard, and so you know, man, like that's hard. You know, sometimes you're like, that's cool, but like to play Whitney Houston, and I know that the character in the Bodyguard has an actual name, but I always say you're playing Whitney Houston, and so you have to hit that note. And there's an actress here who talented on the stage named Kim Billings, and man, when I'm telling you, she hit the note. She killed that note. Yeah. Brevard County is a oh, look at this. Whitney all the way. Oh, this wasn't hard at all. Everybody's like Whitney.
Come on, Whitney. At least it's a nice girl, but it's Whitney. Come on, them play with it.
Yeah.
The Space Coast, it has this amazing, it houses this amazing, talented group of people here. From actors, actresses, singers, performers. It's an amazing group of talent that's here. And all we need is a pipeline to make sure that the rest of that world gets a chance to see it. And what I love that what you're bringing to the table is you're bringing a light to the Space Coast, and you're doing it here. And some people who don't know how the industry works, I'm just going to put it on blast. You could do it somewhere else, and it would probably be easier. And I'm just going to be honest. And you're not, because you're wanting to make it as authentic, and you're bringing it here with that type of authenticity. And we really appreciate you, because we've had other things be filmed about the Space Coast in Brevard County, but not be shot in the Space Coast of Brevard County.
And there's a big
difference. While some place might get mentioned, we don't ever see the benefits that come with that, or have the opportunity for our talent to shine and show up and show out. And so thank you so much, Mark, for giving us this opportunity and bringing something like this to the table. Dr. Terry Jones, thank you so much for all the work that you are and will continue to do. Again, there you see it right there. You can get Crane Creek Film Cocktail Reception tickets at that really insane link that is there, or you can, bam. I'm gonna move this. You can see it there. There's a QR code. You can go to the Facebook page, the YouTube page. You can definitely show up and show out. And if you're gonna show up, I need you to show up with 4 or 5 of your closest friends. So that we can have a really good time, and we can show LA how the Space Coast gets down. So thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Mr. Smith, thank you for coming on True Colors on the Space Coast. We really appreciate you.
My pleasure.
Dr. Terry Jones, thank you for coming back for the 2nd or 3rd time.
5th, baby.
She said, I'm home.
Okay. So we're going to start bringing you on as a co-host.
Okay.
And Miss
I would be honored.
Miss Bryant, thank you for coming on, taking the opportunity to be our co-host, man. We appreciate you.
It's my pleasure, man. It's my pleasure.
Yes. The actress extraordinaire. We will be back in the month of April, which is a very special month because it's your boy's birthday month. So we're gonna do something fun for True Colors on the Space Coast. And Catherine will be back. She sends her regards, but she's out snowing somewhere on a mountain. And I said that is way more like you do that.
Okay.
Do not stop doing
Break
that.
a leg, break a leg.
Or no, don't break a leg.
Well, that's what it means. Don't break a leg. You gotta say break a leg so she doesn't break a leg.
And you know the rule is you only say that in theater. You know, if you say it in you only sort of say it in the theater space. So yeah.
We'll see what happens when she comes back.
I know. So that's gonna be the first question. I'm gonna text her. You okay?
Don't mention my name.
I will say that we had a meeting with Catherine, and she was so kind to us and supporting this event and what we're doing. And so, Catherine, shout out to you. When you're back, I think I owe you. You owe me coffee. So let's make that happen.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. Well, again, this has been True Colors on the Space Coast. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Also, make sure you go and like and share this this interview. Make sure it gets out as much as possible. And we appreciate all of you. And you all have a very good night.
Thanks, guys.
Right. Good night to everybody. Thank you for tuning in.
Crane Creek forever, baby.
Crane Creek live.